Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your DevOps SRE DevSecOps coach. I have close to 18 plus years of experience working in multiple MNCs around the globe and having in-depth knowledge of DevOps, SRE and DevSecOps. So I would like to introduce you one certification program in a DevOps, and that is we call it DevOps Certified Professional. Now this is a 2 months of program, 25 tools of DevOps you will learn, and apart from that you will also get the access to the LMS, lifetime access to the videos portal. It's a certification program, and you will have 25 assignments and 2 projects along with it. It's a completely weekend program, so here you have classes on Saturday and Sunday. So as part of this course, you will learn multiple things. Here you see that you will learn Linux, AWS, Docker, Jira, Confluence, Python, Git with GitHub, SonarQube, Maven, Gradle, Packer, Artifactory, Selenium, JMeter, Ansible, Kubernetes, Helm, Terraform, Jenkins, Datadog, Splunk, and Neuralink. Now, how do we, apply for this? So, how can you reach out to us? So, you have a WhatsApp number and email ID. So, please reach out to us, and we'll help you to onboard this program. Apart from this DevOps certified professional programs, we are offering other certifications as well in a DevSecOps, SRE, and one of the very comprehensive programs which we have is in Master in DevOps Engineering. Yeah, so feel free to get in touch with us and then enroll for it. Thank you. Okay, so let's get started. The demo is how to install Datadog agent in Windows. So for that, guys, look at my screen, all of you. Uh, it's you need to little bit focus on it. So first thing what I'm going to do is I am going to destroy my VM because this requirement is over for the day. So terminate it. So that way I can create a new one. So refresh. Now you create a VM launch. Now here I'll name it Rajesh. Okay. And here I'll go and select the Windows. Now the Windows version which is coming 2020, I will ask you to go for 2019 base. Why? Because that way you are trying closer to your environment. And how much RAM it should be? So one CPU, 1 GB RAM will not work for Windows. So go for one CPU, 2 GB RAM. Okay, all of you. Or I'll suggest you go for one CPU, two CPU, 4 GB RAM, two T2 medium. So that way you'll be there having the stable Windows. Now key I have created already, so I'll select the same key. And the key which I created was what was the name? I forgot my key. So uh,
Datadog.
did I use? Okay, no problem. So I'll create a new key here, Rajesh Windows. I should have remembered that keys, but it's okay. Now here in the Windows case, you have to have a PM file. Okay, not PPK file. Go for PM file. I repeat, PM file. Though you can convert to PM to PPK, PPK to PM, but I realize many people get confused with it. So you just stick to the PM and create a key pair, Rajesh Windows. Now here, this you allow this port number, but any idea which port RDP is working? What is the port number for RDP? All of you? Hello?
It's 3389.
Yeah, something like that.
double
So,
three.
so remember that here that option is not there, but you will have to come back to the security group and modify it. How? I'll show you anyways. 30 GB default, that's okay. Review this one machine, T2 medium and 30 GB. That's all. New security group. You can access it or you can select the any security group. So I don't remember my last security group. So I'll select anyone. I don't care right now. So I'll remember because this some security group you can change it. So I'll go for the default one which is existed. So this is the one and launch instance. Done. So guys, this is the Windows machine, we got it. Now I will go ahead and search for Rajesh Windows, and in fact here you have this machine which is in pending now. So good. So now let me get the IP address. So this is the IP address. Now, before you try to log in, first set the security group. So security group, which is here default, and I'm using default. So in this case, I should allow that RDP. But if you see that here, all traffic is there. That means I don't have to set it up. But if you want to be specific, so here RDP port is there somewhere downside. Here it is, and from 0000 everywhere. So you should set it up like that. But because of all traffic allowed already in the default security group, I don't have to set anything, by the way. So that's okay. So go to the my dashboard, my instance, Rajesh, search for it, and here it is. Now public IP address, and you'll have to wait for few minutes. Okay. Now password I don't have right now. So what to do? So guys, to get a password, what you have to do? Select the instance, and you see the connect button, all of you.
Yes.
Yeah. So click on it, and here you will little bit go to the RDP client. Here you see there's an option get password under the RDP client. Okay. So click on it here, and here it says, hey, wait for 4 minutes, dap dap dap. That's okay. I knew that. So Windows takes some time. So refresh and just wait for it. Okay. Meanwhile, let me complete the discussions of uh, Datadog. So here you have to go to the Datadog under the integration. Remember that always integration agent. Again, let's say if you don't remember it, no problem. Just search once. You'll get comfortable with it. Agent here, and here I have to set for the agent which is Windows. So let it come, and here I'll select the Windows. Now guys, don't rush, just read it. Many people are just not reading it, simply running the command. So here you have to select the key, because earlier the key was selected, but here you have to select the key. If it is a multiple key, you have to select which one you want, and then automatically there are multiple installations we have. This is interactive, this is a command line. So you see that this command line for the command prompt, Windows command. This command is for the PowerShell. So whichever you like it, but in both the cases, whether you are trying this method or this method, both the method you have to have a installer, Datadog agent installer in Windows machine. So here also you have to install it and keep it in the current locations, and then you can use it. So I'll show you the manual way, that visual way. That way you'll have a little bit of visualization. So remember that this link no is connected to MSI file. So like that. Okay, so good to go ahead with it. Now I'll go back to my AWS instance, which is here, and open up my IP address. Click on the connect, RDP client, get a password, locate the private key PM file, which you got it here. It is, and this is the decrypt password. Now this is your password, and this is your username. Good. And this is your DNS. You can use this as a IP address also, no problem. So now here you have to go to the remote desktop connection and click here note. Now this is the username and this is the password. Apply. Now yes. Now guys, you have got the access to Windows machine. Okay, this is the Windows machine. Now first thing what you should do is to download the executable of agent. But you know what? It's a 2019 server edition, and you know that in a server edition the download is prohibited. I mean, you have lots of problem downloading. So what do we do in this case? I know that some practices, security related practices, you should not disable it, but because I want to you to have experienced the smooth demo, so I will ask you to disable it. How do we disable? So here you go to the server manager, which is here. Click on it, server manager, and here you see local server. Click on it, and here if you see IE enhanced security configuration, which is on, what you have to do, you just click on it and make it off. Now, the moment you make it off, it will not be visible immediately, but it will take some time to visible. But what you did basically, you disable the IE security, mean the Internet Explorer security. So that you did it. Why? Because I want to have smooth download. Now come to the Datadog here and copy this link download URL, copy link address. Go to this, go to the browser of inside the VM and here paste it.
Yeah. Usually, yeah, we for other monitoring tool also we download, but we have an option called trusted cited, right? On the
That's
settings.
that's that's
Mm.
uh, that's a customization. That's out of
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah. So save it. Okay. And here you are downloading it. Just wait for it. Yes, you got it. So now you downloaded the agent. It is a MSI file. I think I don't have to teach you from here. Just click on it. Now the only request is go for the site which you selected earlier. So I selected US1. So I'll go for that one. So here you have to give the key which I have copied from here. Go inside this, paste it, and next. This is the recite which I have to select one because mine is one throughout the session. And then next, this username I'll say leave it empty. This username is for the accessing the username and password for the agent. Leave it as it is right now, not required, and install it. That's all. So you would done the you would do, you have done the agent installations in the Windows. I hope you remember that I said in the agent, if you install in Windows, the agent UI, which is enabled by default. Though in Linux also you can enable, but it has to be manual. But in Windows you can install, you can experience that UI automatically. So let's get it happen. Just wait for few seconds. Let it install successfully. Yeah. Now here you see launch Datadog Agent Manager, which is UI. Submit. Finish. That's your agent UI running on 5002 port. Now whatever you did through the command line, I showed you to do that. Now you have a UI for it. You can check this here. General, collector, log, setting, check, flare, restart agent and all. Mind it, this agent installed, it's inside a C drive, programs data. So I repeat, it's a program data. It's not visible. What to do? So you have to enable this view, and for that, where I should go here and hidden data, hidden item, programs data, and then Datadog, and this is your YAML file, which is the configurations. Okay, so that's all. Now, can we validate whether the data is coming or not? So go to infrastructure list, and I should have one more machine Windows. Here it is. So guys, did you understand that? How do we install the agent in the uh, Windows machine? All of you?
Yes.
Okay. Now, next thing which I'm going to tell you is how to enable the process monitoring. Process monitoring. Okay. So by default, it's a disable. So how do we enable it? So let me tell you here how can you do that. So in Windows you can go to the same file, Linux you can go to the same file, and there is one option which is in Windows it's very easy to
Uh, Jana here. I have one question. How much resource is required to have a Datadog agent to run?
uh, very minimal. And by the way, you can use this command Linux command top and
Because
vmst.
what I did right, can I share my screen?
Just let me complete my demo. It will be interrupting others also in that case.
Oh, okay.
Just give me some time. Okay,
Because I
so
have enabled the process monitoring. and I see there are three processes running, and one is trace Datadog and process monitoring, and
Yeah.
each have some memory has been allocated. So that is the reason I asked.
Yeah, it will be very minimal actually. So you can check that through the system commands also. That's not a problem. Okay, so
Okay.
the question is how do we enable the process monitoring? Now, question is what I'm talking about is when you go to the Windows here and you see the processes right now it's not enabled. That's the reason it says, hey, no agent reporting, dub dub dub. Here you have instructions also. So how do we do that? So in Linux and Windows, same thing you have to do. Open this file, open with some file which you can use it notepad. Let me try. And here it is. Now here you have to search for process. Don't worry, I'll share the documents also. And here process, too many processes are there. You can run the process config also. But one by one, just want to go through this. Let me type process config underscore config. Sorry. Huh. So you see that here process collections configurations. So now what you have to do, this you have to enable it. Now the question is how do we enable it? So this you have to be very careful. Many people are doing a mistake. So here I am saying 0 space. Here I am saying 2 space. 1, 2. And here I am saying 4 space. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here I am saying true. Now you'll say, Rajesh, I might forget it. Don't worry, I'll give you the reference. And after that, save this. And just close this. After that, go to the web UI because here you can enjoy the web UI. And right now, restart agent. Simple. Through the UI. The command line also you can do that, but right now because of Windows, we expect something to be UI driven. So done. So agent is done. How do we check the process monitoring is enabled or not? So here we have to go and check, manage check or check summary. You can also check here. And here you should see here when process, okay. So that means enabled. So earlier CPU, disk, IO, network, NTP. This was enabled earlier default. I did not touch anything. I have first time I have enabled the process monitoring. So same thing you will do in the Windows also, and the command which I have already shared in the last session, which you can use it. So can I check the process now? So just wait for it. It will take some time, and then here all the process which you are running in Windows, you will get it. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yep.
Okay, so now you'll say, Rajesh, you did those steps. Probably I might not remember that. Some of you are not doing every day, so might not remember. So what to do? So just type Datadog Windows, and here I'll share with you this step-by-step guide, which I did it same thing. So log in, disable this, give this stuff, and this all stuff. So check the services also and show hidden files and related things. Now, one more thing I want to share with you, Datadog process enabling. So just type Datadog process, and here it says, hey, how to enable live process monitoring agent. So for that file, which now you'll say, Rajesh, where the 2 space, 1 space, 0 space. Look at this here. I put it up here. So you remember that there's no 1 space, there's a 2 space, there's a 4 space, and this has to be true. So you'll remember that this all these files, and you'll be able to do that. Now let me validate whether it has come or not. So uh, infrastructure list and refresh, and there it has to be enabled. And now just wait for a few seconds and it should come automatically. First
Have we
time,
restarted the agent?
yeah, I did that. So here I restarted. And again, there's a many other ways to restart. So let me show you other way also. Services, you can go to this, and uh, once you restart it, then only this has come. Otherwise, will not come. WinProc. Okay.
Okay.
So any changes you do, it has to be restarted. So you can restart from here also. Restart, and all this process agent, trace agent will be restarted. Up to you. Many ways are there nowadays. Command line services. Okay, so now I restarted this way, but anyways I saw that it was already taken. So now come back to where your machine. It's just first time it takes some time, and it should be done. Just wait for a few seconds. So it's running. You can also refresh here to check if everything is okay, and it's connected to agent. Everything's okay. Settings you can check summary. So here you see it's okay, no problem. So anytime I should see this processes. It's taking too much time. You can also check the logs if it is everything is okay or not. So here load more, and here I see all our info is good. Error and warning, you should check it out. So but I don't see any warning or any error. You see that info everywhere, so there's no problem. So it's taking time. So from here there's no problem, just we have to wait for nothing else. Okay, let me check now. It came. Now you see that all this process has come, and now from here you can check that all the monitor that all the process also. So guys, did you understand that, all of you?
If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video.
Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest.
Thanks for watching.